Beautiful, isn't it, guys? Yeah, that's really amazing. Wonderful. Really good. Hey, good to see you, Jonathan. So we were just watching a clip from Rag and Bone Man and Pink, Anywhere Away from Here, right? So how are you today, Jonathan? Are you okay? Yeah. All right, good. Good to see you. Welcome, and everybody else watching the video. So, our class today, guys, is about reviewing units 7, 8, and 9. Yes, believe it or not, we've already finished unit 9. So, we are going to start preparing for our test. And here I post a few things from those three units from 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. And we also have one page from the book to help us, page 62, and we are going to see that page. All right, just a second. So this is our review page. If you have your books, open your books to page 62, okay? Oh, good morning, Nayara. Okay, our test will be next week on Thursday. Okay, today we are doing the first day of review. Next class, the second day of review, and then we have our test. All right. So first of all, let's take a look at this image here. Okay, let me just zoom in so you can see better. Okay. Oh, look at that, guys. What can you see there? Look, probably two friends, right? So where are they? What are they doing? So if you see, it seems to be a store or maybe a shopping mall. A shopping mall. We don't know exactly, but it's a clothes store. And they are talking here just outside. Okay. What are they talking about? So let's take a look, people. Read the conversation and choose the correct answer. So here we have their names, Ray and Jan. Okay. So first, he starts by saying, actually, Ray starts by saying uh, his name, Jan, remember me from City College? Oh, hi, Ray. Sorry, I didn't recognize you at first. You shaved your beard off. So, first thing she notices is that he shaved his beard off. So he must look different, right? And then he says, yeah, I it shaved last year. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you, guys. So I always do that. I forget to change the screen. So here is our page, right? Our review page. It was good because you could see the homework and the things we did last class. Okay, guys. So now if you missed last class, you could see the content and you just tell me that you want to replace and I will send you the link to the video, okay? Because now, guys, the replacement is much easier for you. You don't need to contact the course, right? You can just tell your teacher that you want to replace and then your teacher will send you the link to the video. Okay, so it will be very simple now. If you watch the video, and then you send a picture of your book with the exercises all done, then your class is replaced. Hello. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you. Good morning. All right, people. So from now on, you can just request the link to the video. Okay, I will post on our group for you to see. Good morning, dear. Okay, so now it's much easier. As you were watching, as you were seeing that screen before, you could see the things we did last class, and that today is review day 1, okay? Units 7 to 9. So from now on, we are going to review the topics from those units and prepare for our test number 3, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Thank you very much, Nayara. So let's see the picture that I was talking about, and then you were visualizing the other screen. So here, look at this, the situation here. You have a man and a woman, and apparently they are, um, I don't know, maybe in front of a clothing store or a shopping mall, right? And they're talking, they're having a conversation. So, what are they talking about? Okay. And especially here, right out in the streets. So, let's see. They are Ray and Jen. Okay. So, Ray starts by saying, Jan, remember me from City College? And then she says, oh, hi, Ray. Sorry, I didn't recognize you at first. You shaved your beard off. So the first thing she notices is that he shaved his beard. So he must look very different. Okay. Then Ray says, yeah, I it shaved last year. So what is the best option here? I got it shaved or I did it shaved last year? What do you think? Very good. I got it shaved last year. So this is when you ask someone to do something for you that you don't know how to do, or maybe you don't want to do yourself. So most of the times you pay for the service. So here, probably he went to a barber shop last year and got his beard shaved. Okay, very nice. And then she says, and you look great. So she also notices that his hair looks different, much better. So he highlighted his hair or he had highlights done. Exactly. So he had highlights done. All right. So, of course, because we usually don't know how to do those things, so we usually go to a hair salon to have it done. So, probably this is what he did, right? And so she says, you had highlights done. You look great. Then he goes, thanks, but my wife says I look younger, and I have done it years ago. So, what is his wife's opinion? Did his wife like his new look, his new hair? Yes, she did. And then she even says that he looks younger now, right? So, according to his wife, do you think he should have done it years ago? Yes, of course, right? So here, my wife says I look younger and I should have done it years ago. But he didn't know, he didn't do it, right? But then when he actually did, he finally decided to do it. He was so good looking. He became so um, happy and beautiful, and everything changed. It's nice when we go to a hair salon and we have like a makeover, or we change something that uh, makes our face, our appearance so much better, right? And then everybody says, "Hey, you look so different. How nice! Wow, you should have done it before because you look so beautiful this way," right? So it happens. Okay, so let's see. Oh, are you married? Congratulations. So when he mentioned his wife, then she realized that he is married now. Okay? So then she goes, "Oh, are you married?" And then he says, "Yes, since last year. Thanks. My wife's name is Connie, and she's a singer." Mm, how nice. And then Jen says, "She sounds glamorous, but you should earlier." So, why do you think she should know about it? Maybe, from what we can see here, they haven't met for a while. So, why should she know about it? Right? So, this is what she says here. You should me earlier. So, what is the best option here? You should tell me earlier, or you should have told me earlier. Very good. You should have told me earlier. Okay. All right. So then Ray says, "Sorry, I would have told you, but I lost your email address." Ah, that's why, right? Anyway, what's new with you? Are you still living in the city? And then she says, "No, I just came here today to get my hair. I live in the suburbs." So she doesn't live in the city center, right? And she also had something done. Look at her hair, right? It looks different. So she's saying here, um, "I came here today to get my hair." Very nice. Excellent. To get my hair permed. Okay? So that's why she went downtown, for example. Okay? Then Ray says, "That's good. I'm sure the traffic is much better there because she lives in the suburbs. So there isn't much traffic, right? Or maybe no traffic at all, right?" And then she says, "Yeah, but I wish they'd improve the public transportation. Anyway, my kids love the schools there." And then he is surprised. Wait, you have kids now? Yeah, I have three children. So she is also married and she has three children. So they are both surprised with the news. Okay, so now, guys, let's check the answers. Okay, I'll play the audio for you. So let me just zoom out here. Okay.
Jen, remember me? From City College?
Oh, hi, Ray. Sorry, I didn't recognize you at first. You shaved your beard off.
Yeah, I got it shaved last year.
And you had highlights done. You look great.
Thanks. My wife says I look younger, and I should have done it years ago.
Oh, are you married? Congratulations.
Yes, since last year. Thanks. My wife's name is Connie, and she's a singer.
She sounds glamorous. But you should have told me earlier.
Sorry, I would have told you, but I lost your email address. Anyway, what's new with you? Are you still living in the city?
No, I just came here today to get my hair permed. I live in the suburbs.
That's good. I'm sure the traffic is much better there.
Yeah, but I wish they'd improve the public transportation. Anyway, my kids love the schools there.
Wait, you have kids now?
Yeah, I have 3 children.
Okay, so we got everything right. Congratulations, people. Very good. Great job. So let's listen one more time and focus on pronunciation. Okay, let's go.
Jen, remember me? From City College?
Oh, hi, Ray. Sorry, I didn't recognize you at first. You shaved your beard off.
Yeah, I got it shaved last year.
And you had highlights done. You look great.
Thanks. My wife says I look younger, and I should have done it years ago.
Oh, are you married? Congratulations.
Yes, since last year. Thanks. My wife's name is Connie, and she's a singer.
She sounds glamorous. But you should have told me earlier.
Sorry, I would have told you, but I lost your email address. Anyway, what's new with you? Are you still living in the city?
No, I just came here today to get my hair permed. I live in the suburbs.
That's good. I'm sure the traffic is much better there.
Yeah, but I wish they'd improve the public transportation. Anyway, my kids love the schools there.
Wait, you have kids now?
Yeah, I have 3 children.
All right, people, fantastic. So, did you notice how they talk about the things they had done, the changes they've made? So, let's zoom in a little bit more just to see closely the things that they have done once again, just to remember, okay? These are from Unit 7. So, first, we had here I got it shaved last year. So let me just, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. It's better. So the first example of when you pay someone to do something for you, right? So here we have using the verb get in the past because it was last year. So I got it shaved last year. Okay. Another example here when she says, you had highlights done. Okay, so here we have another example of services that we pay people to do for us when we don't know how or when we don't want to do ourselves. Here, instead of using the verb get, she used the verb have in the past again, right? So she had highlights done. So we can remember that to express these situations that somebody did something for me and I paid this person to do it, right? I can use the verb get or have in any tense, okay? For example, I sometimes have my hair cut. I sometimes have my hair cut. I don't do it myself because I don't know. So I go to a hair salon or I call a hairdresser to come here and do it for me. So I sometimes have my hair cut. Okay, great. Now let's see if we have more examples of that. Yes, down here when Jen says, I just came here today to get my hair permed. There we go. Another example. Okay. All right. So when we get things done or when we have things done, that's the idea, right? She went probably to a hair salon or a hairdresser and they permed her hair. Okay. All right. Let's see if we have any other examples here. No, apparently not, right? Now, this in red, guys, are examples from Unit 7, okay? Now, let's see the other topics they are reviewing. Here, he says, my wife says I look younger, and I should have done it years ago. So here they are using an example. Actually, Ray is using an example of should have done from that unit, if I'm not mistaken, unit 8, right? So, for example, let's see there. I'm going to start from here. It's better. Okay, just to highlight. Okay, so I should have done it years ago, my wife says. So when I use that, um, we did that in Unit 9, actually, not Unit 8. In Unit 9, we saw should have done, would have done, right? When I talk about making comments about the past and saying talking about something that we regret, right? Doing or not doing. Okay, in this case, um, his wife says that he should have done. So, all right, let's go to the next one. The same structure, okay, the same structure here. But you should have told me earlier. So, as you can notice here, should have and then the verb in the past participle. So did he tell her before? No, he didn't. But she says, oh, you should have told me, right? So it's exactly that when we say what someone or what we should have done, but unfortunately we didn't, right? And then the next one. Here we have one more example. I would have told you, but I lost your email address. So here he's saying that he intended to do it. So he had the desire to do it, but he didn't have her contact. So he couldn't have done. That's why he says, oh, I would have told you, but I lost your email address. Okay, so when I say would have, I'm showing something about desire that I had in the past, and I couldn't do something. All right. All right. And here, um, of course, in the affirmative, okay, guys, in the negative, it's the opposite, right? It's when I say something that I didn't desire to do, okay? All right, so let's see if we have another example of the same structure. So no more. Yes, so far that's it. Okay, so here in this review, actually, they don't show conditionals. They don't show the conditionals we saw on Unit 8, right? We don't have the conditionals there, but that's okay. Let's see if we do. Just a second. Let's take a closer look, see if we find any conditional sentences. Yes, only here in the end, okay? So here we can see a conditional. Let's put it in green. It's when you express a wish, okay? I wish they would improve the public transportation. So this is something that you are not happy with at the present moment, and so you can express a wish using that structure, okay? We use would as auxiliary and the other verb in the infinitive form, okay? Oh, I wish, actually here, because we are using the word wish, right? The verb wish, we can say that I wish they would improve the public transportation. But in the second conditional, in reality, we would have to say, oh, if they improved the public transportation, I would be happy. So if they improved, that's the idea. We use if plus simple past, and then the second part would plus infinitive, okay? Let's write down the example here, just for you to understand, okay? If they improved the public transportation, I would be happy, okay? So here we have the second conditional, right? So if they improved, I would be happy. I would be um, satisfied because the public transportation now is a big problem. And it's true, right, guys? If you take the BRT here in Rio, you know what I'm talking about, right? The transportation system is very bad. So if they improved the public transportation, I would be happy. Okay. All right. So they gave a little bit of each unit, a little bit of unit 7, a little bit of unit 8. Here, just one example, but that's okay. And a little bit of unit 9. Okay. So let's just clear the information here. And all right, people. Okay, with that, so let's see now some other exercises to practice those 3 lessons. Okay, the topics from those 3 lessons. Okay, I'll get it for us. Oh, I was going to take the picture and then suddenly somebody crashed. Oh, what a pity. I'll try later then. This is the vocabulary from Unit 7. So if you decide, are you there? Yes. If you decide to maybe talk about Unit 7 in your project, these are some important words, okay? And also to review for your test. So look at that here. We have words like perm, highlights, pierced, shaved, dyed, manicure, straightened, and trimmed. So let's review the meaning of the words. For example, which one here had her hair permed? Which one do you think? Exactly, Jackie. All right, she had her hair permed. Look here. All right, so if we can write the sentence there, just to have as an example, right? We can put here, Jackie had her hair permed. And I don't know, is she happy with the result? Probably. Now, who had highlights done here? Who had highlights done? Hannah. Yay, great. So Hannah had highlights done. This is a way to say it. I'm going to write it down here so you can visualize better. Okay. All right. You can see there that she had some highlights done. Now, piercing or pierced, I don't know who, but um, who had her hands manicured, her nails manicured? Who had her nails manicured? Trish. Very good. Okay. So we can use have or get. Here, let's use get, okay? So Trish got her nails manicured, okay? She's very happy. Look at her face. All right. Now, let's see Frank. What did he have done? What do you think? Oh, okay. So apparently he had his beard shaved. Okay, good. Let's check it out then. So let's write it that. Excuse me. So these are the services that we can visualize here in the picture. But of course, they may have done some other things, right? But apparently here, Frank had his beard shaved, okay? So let's just review, guys. What is the situation and how do we construct? We can use the verb have or get to say, to talk about a service, okay? Excuse me, guys. These are the two important verbs that we should use. And then after that, what do I use? Very nice. Exactly. Very good, Amanda. We use the past participle, okay? So like we have the example here about Frank. So had shaved, okay? Jackie had permed. About Hannah. Hannah done. Trish manicured, okay? So how do we organize? We first use the subject, of course, the person who had the service performed. Then we use have or get. Then we put here in the middle what the person changed. In the case of appearance, what the person did in terms of hair, nails, um, maybe the beard, or even if you had your ear pierced. Okay, we can see now because we are not very close, but probably Hannah also got her ear pierced. Okay, so here we can, to organize, we can put here in the middle the thing or the service that we had performed by someone. Okay, so let's put here, for example, I'm going to put just the word service. Okay, so you know. Okay, there you go. Okay. So I can say, I sometimes have my hair cut. I sometimes have my hair cut, right? Because it's necessary. I like my hair short. So if I don't have my hair cut sometimes, it will grow and I will not be happy. I will be annoyed because I don't like long hair, even though I think it's beautiful, but I don't like on me, right? So I prefer short hair. So I sometimes have my hair cut. Okie dokie, people, for Unit 7. Great, awesome. So let's move on now to the vocabulary from Unit 8 and also a little bit of grammar, okay? So let's go there. Can I clear my annotations? Yes, my drawings? Okay, good. Here, the vocabulary is we have to match the problem or the issue or the topic according to the image. So we've already done that, but if you want, you can do it again. So the first one here, I think it's even better to do it again. The first one here, what is the problem? You can see here smoke coming from a factory, right? So this is about air quality. That's the name of the issue or the problem, right? So we would put here letter E, just to do for fun. Okay, so let's do it. Okay. Number 2, what is the issue? What is the problem? What is the situation they are showing here? Look, people waiting at the bus stop. And according to this guy here, it's taking some time, right? It's taking some time. So this is public transportation. Yes, great. We have those issues here too, right? Yeah. So now, what about number 3? What is the topic here? Yes, it's a nightclub. Very good. So here we are talking about nightlife. So nightlife can be something good, but it can also be a problem depending on where you live. Okay, great. Number 4, what is the topic here? What is the issue? Very good. Shopping. So here they are talking about shopping in a specific place, right? So nowadays, a lot of people aren't going shopping because of the pandemic. So we aren't going to shopping centers or shopping malls. Um, Actually, we aren't going anywhere. Only a few people are, but most people are at home, right? We should avoid. So here they are showing the issue about shopping, if it's good, if it's bad, right? Now let's see here. Number 6, look, help wanted. What is the topic here? Look at the line, okay? People waiting and probably, look, holding their curriculum. What is the situation here? What are they talking about? All right, so this is like an illustration about the job market, okay? Very nice. So, and what about number 5? Look, there are some cars and look at the drivers. Are they happy? Apparently not. So it seems to have a traffic jam here, right? Look, they're too close one to another. So it is really bad when we are stuck in a traffic jam. Okay, so here, number 5 is letter A. So guys, what are we talking about in this unit? Here, it's about problems in a big city or problems in a neighborhood, for example, right? We have many problems or we have many issues. For example, public transportation is not very good. The job market now is very bad, right? Because of the pandemic. Um, Shopping, I don't know. I think a lot of people are avoiding this kind of activity right now. The air quality is not so bad, not at this moment, right? But it can be. So if you decide to talk about this unit, you're going to talk about some problems, some issues that we have when we live in a specific place, especially a big city, right? So that's the idea of this unit, okay? That's the project idea if you want to talk about this unit. Problems in a big city, okay? Good. Now let's move on to the next unit. So here we have some words that express feelings that we have in specific situations, right? So they start by showing some feelings, all right, or emotions. So look at the situation here. It seems to be a meeting, right? And look what happens, an accident. That's okay. But each person has a different reaction, okay? So, for example, here, this guy here in number 2, he feels amused. Look, he's smiling secretly about the situation. So he's amused. Okay. The guy here in number 1, on the other hand, is sympathetic. So he is trying to help the director or the boss. And he is worried about him because, after all, this is hot drink. Okay. So he tries to help. He is sympathetic. Okay. Now, here, the person in number 3 is the guy who is online, all right? He's participating in the meeting, but he is online and he feels confused. Look, he's touching his head, and this is what we do when we don't understand what's happening, what's going on. So he's confused, okay? Then the girl, oh, sorry, the boss, number 4, right? He feels irritated. Irritated. As we can see from his face, right? Look, his papers are all wet, and also his suit and his hair. So he's super irritated, right? So he doesn't like it at all, right? And number five, the girl. Poor girl. Look how she feels. Embarrassed. Embarrassed. Of course, look at her cheeks. They are red. So she's embarrassed. She, of course, doesn't like the situation and she feels sorry about it. And also, she feels sorry for herself because she was the one who provoked by accident, of course. Okay, so she's very embarrassed. And then look at this lady here, number six. How does she feel? How does she react? She's very inconsiderate because everything is going on here and she's checking her watch as if to say, oh, come on, I want to go. I have other things to do. I don't want to stay here. Okay. So waiting for everybody to clean it. So she's not even worried if, for example, he got burned or something else happened. She just wants to go, right? And then that's why we say that she reacts inconsiderately. She doesn't really worry about anything, right? She's very inconsiderate. Okay, guys, so if you decide to make a project about this unit, you should remember people's reactions, and also this unit is the one that talks about should have and would have. So, for example, here we can make some sentences. This lady here, what do you think she should have done in this situation? Do you think she should have helped the girl? Okay, probably. So we can say there, um, look, here we can say, we are not happy with her reaction. So we can say that, oh, she should have helped the girl, but unfortunately, she didn't. Okay, but she should have done that. And what about this guy here? He was smiling. He was finding the whole thing very funny. What do you think he should have done or he shouldn't have done? Very good. Exactly. So he shouldn't have. Um, Sometimes when an accident happens, like for example, when someone slips and falls, or when you drop something accidentally, of course, people around can laugh at you, or even secretly, they can laugh. But in reality, they shouldn't, right? Because you are feeling embarrassed with the situation. So here we can say that he shouldn't have laughed at the situation. He shouldn't. He should have, if he doesn't want to help, he should have at least tried to help the boss or talk to the boss. Are you okay? Is everything fine? Are you feeling something on your skin? Did you get burned? You know, just like this guy here from number one. So I would have done the same as number one. Okay, so here I would have done just the same as the man from number one. Okay. All right. What about you? What would you have done if you had been in this situation? Okay. All right. So some people maybe would have felt really embarrassed. Others maybe would have felt irritated. Mhm. But the best thing to do is actually to help, right? The person who is in need. And also talk to the girl. Listen, it's okay, no problem. It happens, right? We can clean it up. Don't worry. Okay. So I would have done the same as number one, and I would also have talked to the girl, right? I would have made her feel less uncomfortable with the whole thing. So this unit, guys, unit 9, talks about should have, would have, things that we comment about the past. A past situation that we usually say what someone should have done or what we should have done and we didn't. And when you also say if you were in that situation, what you would have done, right? So that's the moment when we make comments about past situations, right? Using the modal verbs should and would. If you decide to present a project about Unit 9, you should use examples, including should have, would have, and some vocabulary, okay, from the unit. All right, girls, okay? Great. So let's move on to the last part. I think now it's just the homework I can show you now, okay? And as you can see, we have the topic for today, right? Page 62. And here I posted some extra material for you to watch until Thursday. I mean, Tuesday next week, because Thursday is today. Sorry. So you could watch these things until next week. You have the weekend, right? And I also posted some worksheets for you to practice should have and would have done. Okay. Here, I also included examples with could have done for you to practice. All right. So try to do your exercises and also try to watch the videos here to help you out. Each one is going to talk about a unit. This one is unit 7, this is unit 8, and this is unit 9. All right? So make sure you study those. Guys, thank you very much for coming. That was awesome. And I hope to see you again on Tuesday. Have a nice weekend. Sorry about my sneezing, but I have a cold and my throat is not very good. So be careful, right? Protect yourselves. Always wear a mask and watch out. COVID is around, okay? Be extra careful. So, bye bye, people. See you next week. Have a nice weekend.